Look at the time. It's time. It's 6:30. That means it's time for first cup. Can I go back to bed yet? And here we go in three, two, one. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Today is Tuesday, June 9th, 2020. Would have been my grandmother's birthday. My name is Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Yes, would have been my grandmother's birthday. I think starting like June 1st. Between family and friends, I know people that are born like every day from the 1st to the 15th. It's crazy. I don't know what it is about June. No idea. Something. I had a wonderful day yesterday. I had a great hike. I was on the mountain for 6 hours, 5+ of them barefoot. I did, I don't even know how many miles I did. At least 6. I finally put some shoes on for the last mile because the bugs were awful. My feet were sore. It was 5:30, maybe even 5:45, and I wanted to get home and have dinner, which didn't happen until 8 o'clock. But it was great. Pictures were great. Met some cool people, pet some dogs. I mean, what else? What else can you ask for? I had nachos for dinner. Yeah. What else can you say? What's today? Today's work. All the stuff that I was going to do yesterday gets done today. Not really, but I'm going to try. Because today brings its own set of stuff to do. So on Mondays, I typically drive to that client. We've got like 2.5 weeks left, maybe 3 weeks left until that office gets shut down. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tight. Do that. What else? Try to take care of some stuff in the yard tonight. Got some, probably not that actually. I got some plants that I need to decide what to do with. All the extra seedlings that I grew. I hate just getting rid of them. You know, that feels wrong. But I might have to. Unless, maybe I make one really small garden bed and plant everything really densely. Like really densely. And just see what happens. That might be an interesting experiment. Maybe I'll try that. I'm glad I talked to you. My legs are sore. I'm gonna guess I did 20,000 steps yesterday, which is about 10 miles. It was a lot of walking. And I woke up this morning and my feet are a little sore. My calves are really, really, really sore. And it feels great. I never feel better than when I'm walking. And what I found really interesting, Stacey says, we are so here to listen. The more walking I do, just the better I feel. I walked the entire way up without taking more than a 2-minute break, and I was not huffing and puffing. I am in phenomenal shape, phenomenal hiking shape, which I'm normally not. You know, going to the gym is one thing, but this is a different kind of health, fitness. And all the long walks that I've been doing because of quarantine apparently have translated into hiking. Brought my camera gear, took great photos at the top, walked down a trail that I had not used before, ended up doubling back, on a cross trail because I realized that I did not have it in me to do the full amount. So thankfully there was that cross trail. Otherwise, I would have been SOL. It'd still be on the mountain. Maybe not. Probably not. Uh, what else? What else is going on? It was a good birthday. I have hundreds of happy birthday messages to respond to. I will probably do that when I get to work because I can chip away at them. It is important to me that every single person who wished me a happy birthday gets a, not necessarily a personalized response, but a response. And it's funny, as this show has grown, the names of the people wishing me a happy birthday. You know, Dr. Jerry Beasley wished me happy birthday yesterday. How cool is that? You may not know him. He is a contemporary of Bill Wallace and Joe Louis, and founded Karate College, and very interesting guy. Somebody I'd love to have on the show, honestly. Let's see what you all wrote in. I'm pretty sure I saw some stuff come in from Frank. Let's see what else there is. I could probably sleep another 4 hours. My body really wants to recover. It's saying, hey, Jeremy, sleep. I'm fairly certain I'll go to bed early tonight. We'll see how it goes. Here we go. Apparently people liked the thumbnail yesterday with me with the hood up and the sunglasses. And the sunglasses on. Oh, it's fun. I don't know if any of you out there have noticed, but I do try to make the thumbnail a little different every day. Like today, little weird thing with the hand. We got 3 quotes today from Frank. Spirit first, technique second. Gichin Funakoshi, founder of Shotokan. Right? Yeah, founder of Shotokan. Spirit first, technique second. Yes, I agree. How do I expound on that? I don't know that there's much to expound on. I completely agree. I think far too many people get into the weeds. It's like the Simpsons opening, different every episode, says Stacy. I try, I really do. I think so many people get wrapped around the axle on, no, you gotta move this a quarter inch, you gotta do that, and you watch them do their technique, and not only is it, not that good, it's not inspired. Take your perfect but unpassionate movement into your form, or into your fight, or into your basics, anything, and it's going to range between ineffective and making me want to fall asleep. Spirit first, technique second. If you've ever refereed at a tournament, you know, especially in that young kids division, that you've watched the same, quite often that same form like 6 times in a row, and you're trying not to pass out, and one kid gets up, and maybe the technique's not very good, maybe it's even worse than the others, but he's alive, or she, they're alive, and they're making noise, and there's power. You're thinking, yes, this kid gets it. Spirit first, technique second. Take things as they are. Punch when you have to punch. Kick when you have to kick. Bruce Lee. I haven't seen the ESPN 30 for 30 on Bruce Lee. I probably have to. Which means I'll have to find it because I don't get ESPN. And I don't think they're airing it on Hulu, even though Disney owns both. But I'll find it. I'll track it down. I'll watch it. Because I should. Because people are talking about it. And people are talking about Bruce Lee, and that's good. It's good for us. And it'll be interesting to see what narrative they go with. Do they go with the narrative that is accurate and ruffles feathers? Or do they go with the narrative that is generally accepted and isn't completely accurate? We'll find out. If you've watched it, don't spoil it for me. This is really good coffee today. Boxing, mixed martial arts, and tennis are the hardest sports to train for. Andy Murray. I don't know who Andy Murray is. Somebody want to look up who Andy Murray is? That's such a weird statement. Why are those the hardest sports to train for? Why are those harder than basketball or running a marathon? Well, I can see running a marathon. You just have to be able to do it. See, boxing and mixed martial arts, if you don't train adequately, you can get really hurt. If you don't train adequately for tennis, you're not going to get hurt. You'll just lose. So that's why I'm assuming this person is a tennis player, because they're putting it on the same level as that. I don't know, that's just, I don't like when people make these cross sport comparisons, because to say that is to say that you know about every sport and you know what is required of the training to be at an equivalent level in all sports, and nobody has that knowledge. It's like when people say, my life's harder than yours. You don't know that. You don't know everything about that other person's life. Everybody's the hero in their own story. I think that's what we chalk it up to. But so. Tell you what, I'm gonna look it up. I think I got cat hair in my mouth. I did. There it is. Ah, I was right. Andy Murray is a pro tennis player from Britain. So I don't know what the context is where he said that. When, why. Everybody thinks they have it harder. Is training to be a tennis pro, harder than being a pro hockey player? Probably not. Not in my opinion. But maybe. Every sport needs strength and accuracy and endurance and strategy. I mean, they're all there. And yeah, there are some sports that maybe you have some history of people being in not such great shape. Baseball, for one. Football. Golf. But those have all changed. Pro golfers are, I don't know why it's beeping right now. Pro golfers are hitting the weight room. NFL linemen are 300 pounds and could outrun me undoubtedly. Baseball players have slimmed down. They look like athletes now. But we're all the hero in our own story. So, Andy Murray, I don't know what you're talking about, but you're wrong. what's his name? Ryan. It's a guy over at Nike. Ryan Flaherty. It's a guy at Nike. Ryan Flaherty, who's in charge of training. I don't know what his official title is. But bottom line, he is the resource that Nike athletes will go to when they need something in terms of training and performance. He works with all their best athletes. He works with LeBron. He works with Serena. And I've heard him on a podcast a few times. Really interesting to talk to. Talk to him. I haven't had a chance to talk to him. Really interesting to listen to him. I would love to have a conversation with him about really this question that just came up, because I don't think a whole lot of trainers get to work with people, in a broad variety of sports and at the highest levels. Interesting side note, he has stated he feels that Serena Williams is the greatest athlete of all time. That's a pretty bold statement, but and there aren't a whole lot of people whose opinion on that I would accept. But I think that is, I just think that's really powerful, and maybe I don't know, maybe some people need to hear that. It's pretty impressive. I'm not a fan of watching tennis, but you watch her play, you see what he's talking about. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go have more coffee. I'm gonna try to wake up. I feel like I'm detached from my body. I feel like I'm observing my body. It worked hard yesterday. Feels good. I hope you have a great day. I hope that you will leave some questions or some comments below so I can respond to them tomorrow. And make it a good one. If you want to support the work that we do here at Whistlekick, go to whistlekick.com, make a purchase, use the code FIRSTCUP15. Oh, while I was hiking yesterday, I came up with 3 or 4 more programs that I have to write, or that I want to write. And I have honed in on what the next one is. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to have it out within the month. You can also support us with Patreon, patreon.com/whistlekick. I got a really nice email yesterday saying that somebody who was one of the first contributors to the Patreon upgraded their Patreon contribution. And I suspect it's because at the $25 tier, we're giving out those programs for free. So if we release a program once a month, which I'm trying to, I'm not quite getting there, but it's a lot of work. If we do one program a month and you're doing the $25 a month tier, you're getting all the video and audio and blog posts that we already do, and you're getting the program for free. Considering the second program launched at $30, it's a pretty good deal. Value. I try to bring you guys tons of value. But regardless, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. And I will see you back here tomorrow bright and early, 6:30 a.m. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't already. Take care, everybody. Peace.